Market sophistication. So, what is market sophistication? I know this is a concept that many marketers are not quite familiar with, and it's important that you know this if you hope to create ads that help you win. Now, market sophistication is basically the level of knowledge that your market has on any given topic. It was a concept popularized, I think, in 1966 by Eugene Schwartz in his book titled Breakthrough Advertising. However, that book was published many, many years ago, and it's not really as relevant. But I mean, he wrote that book for a certain market and for a certain need. Okay, a lot has evolved since then, and so have tried to modify the teachings and the concepts to what is workable and usable today. But by the time you're done understanding what I'm going to share with you, you would pretty much see why so many ads do not work. So, these are the benefits of understanding market sophistication. Market sophistication, when you apply it in your campaigns, it will show you how to approach your market. If you have the hopes of maybe asking someone out on a date, you need to know what interests that person. You need to know what that person wants, what that person likes, right? And how to approach that person. And that is one of the things you would understand when you understand market sophistication. You would never be confused on how to create campaigns. I mean, how to approach your market once you get this concept. The second thing is it will help you overcome market blindness. A lot of the ads I see are never going to work. I just laugh at them when I look at them like this is not going to work because the market is maybe sophisticated or not sophisticated, and then the ads that you put out has to be at that level of sophistication. Otherwise, you're not going to get results. And then the third thing is that it will help you to ultimately dominate the market. So if you have any hopes of really dominating your market and uh, putting yourself out there or your products out there, making tons of sales and tons of money, by understanding market sophistication, you are positioning yourself for just that. Thankfully, a lot of people don't know about market sophistication and I mean the way it's being applied in today's world. And so we are at a great advantage. Okay, so there are five levels of sophistication. And remember, market sophistication is the level of knowledge that your market has on any given topic. So if we talk about weight loss, talk about making money, talk about information marketing, talk about running ads on Facebook, becoming a media buyer, all these different things are different kinds of topics, right? So how much knowledge? What is the level of knowledge that exists in that market? Okay. So these are the five levels. We have the unaware market, we have product awareness, we have competitive awareness, we have feature saturation, and then we have a fully saturated market, a sophisticated market, sorry. Okay, so let's begin with the unaware market. Now, at this level, the market is still very, very unsophisticated. It's the lowest level of sophistication. In fact, you are the first to market. The market, the marketplace has never seen this type of product or service before. And to be fair, potential customers may not even recognize the problem that the product solves. I want to touch on that point a bit. So, for instance, Google Maps helps you navigate from one place to another. Okay. People were not aware that they needed something like that. I mean, they may not have really thought of it in that way, right? Or something like Uber, right? They may not have thought of it in that way that, oh, I need something that can help me ride share with another driver from somewhere else in the world or stuff like that. So, the customers may not have recognized it. It's usually an innovation. And that innovation is usually enough to capture the market. And when you have such kind of an innovation, you don't need to think much, just direct messaging. Here's what I got, and here's what it will do for you. That's enough. And people will jump on it. Okay, but most of you won't be playing at this level of the market. Yes, except you are Elon Musk or Bezos. You're not going to be playing here because you're not innovating something, except you have something innovative. But the reason I'm mentioning it is because you might be a media buyer listening to me. I understand that my courses are received by a very diverse audience, and so I have to touch on several different touch points. So that's for the unaware market. That's the first level. So what kind of marketing strategy should you adopt when reaching this kind of market? And like I said, just introducing the product and its basic benefits to the market is enough. Okay. And you may also want to educate the audience about the problem because, like I said, some of them are not even aware that there is a problem. And you're going to educate them on the problem and how the product solves the problem. So you want to use clear, straightforward language to explain the product's purpose. So here are some examples, like the first iPhone, right? And when Steve Jobs, puts up the smartphone and he says, "Well, you have the iPod and you have a phone in one hand. It has a camera." It was dynamic, right? He was the first person to market. I mean, at this level of mobile technology. So they didn't need to do much, right? Just here's what we've got, and that's enough to capture the market. Uber is another example, right? They came first. They have that first mover advantage. They just need to announce, okay, here's what we've got to the market. Simple direct messaging is enough. You don't need to start talking. You're the only one. Come on. You don't have to start saying, oh, we are better than the competitors. Those kind of messaging don't work because you are the first there. And then you have a more recent example, which is the Chat GPT, OpenAI, right? And so they were really the first. I know there've been generative AIs, but this particular kind of language model was new. So they came with a new innovation and that took the market by storm, even without advertising. So those are examples of what it means to be in the level one, right? So just direct messaging and you're good. Now, the second level is the product awareness level. Now, at this point, the market is aware of the product and its basic benefits. So they are already aware of this product, they're aware of the basic benefits, and the consumers have some knowledge of how the product works. I don't think there's anyone here who doesn't know how Uber works, right? And because people already have that basic knowledge, and it looks like this is the next gold mine and the next gold rush, there are more competitors, right? So to continue to advertise in a market that has this level of awareness, you need to make bigger claims and you need to give stronger offers. Okay, you have to make bigger claims and stronger offers. So, what is the marketing strategy for a product aware level of sophistication? You need more information, detailed information. You have to provide more information about your product's features. You have to explain how it works, how it functions, and how it delivers its benefits. So you also want to start, pivoting to building trust, credibility, using testimonials and things like that, right? Because this is a little bit more sophisticated of a market, but most people are still not going to be playing at this level. So this is an example. So let's assume that you are running an ad for a company that sells a new type of ergonomic chair. We all know what those are. It's not something strange, right? So you would want to explain the specific health benefits and the unique design features that kind of differentiates it from the regular chairs, the regular ergonomic chairs that you can find in any place. So let's go to the third level of sophistication, which is the competitive awareness. Now, this is the level most people will find themselves playing in, right? From this level. Now, the market at this stage is familiar with multiple products that are offering very similar benefits. And consumers can kind of compare different options. So, for instance, there's Uber, there's Bolt, there's Lyft, several ride hailing services. If I ask everyone watching this course to drop, one name, I'm sure we're going to have various names coming out from all over the place, right? So there are several um, competitors, multiple products with similar benefits, right? And you're able to compare. You can say, okay, I like this option, I don't like this option, or it's just like saying Mac and PC, right? So do I want a Mac? Am I a Mac person? Am I a PC person? Or am I both, right? So people can compare at this stage, right? And here the focus shifts from what a product does to how it does it. That I mean your marketing focus. It shifts from what your product does to how it does it. That's also called a mechanism. Okay, so the mechanism is how you get a certain result. I'll show you some examples, but before then, let's talk more about your marketing strategy for this level of sophistication. So the first thing you want to do is differentiation. Okay, you want to be different. You want to highlight what makes your product unique compared to your competitors. And you want to use unique selling propositions. You want to emphasize the unique features or the superior benefits of your product. And you want to show comparisons to demonstrate your advantages, the advantages your product has over over other products. Okay, so these are this is a good example. It says take this pill that blocks the absorption of fat in your intestines and you lose weight in 7 days or less. So now this goes beyond just saying take this pill and lose weight. Okay, let's assume you had a pill like that and you're the first to market, right? You just say, take this pill and lose weight, and there's nothing ever like that existing before. Everyone's going to rush at you. But now people have been hearing it. There are different companies coming out with different pills. So, how does your own work? So, at this level, the level three market sophistication, level, you want to show how the mechanism, how it works. So, take this pill that blocks the absorption of fat in your intestines, and you will lose weight in 7 days or less. So if you're in a market that is fairly sophisticated, you want to use unique mechanisms to demonstrate why you are superior or why yours is different. So the person can say, okay, well, I've tried this before. Okay, it's I've tried different products before, but I think I like the way this one works. And I am willing to give it a try. Right? So that's for the third level. The fourth level is the feature saturation. So this market is saturated with products offering similar features and benefits. Okay, so consumers may experience information overload because everyone's talking about their products. These are the benefits mine has. These are the features. New features are popping up every single day, right? So to market to this group of people is also a very good, level of sophistication to market to, and a lot of you play in this level as well. You want to innovate, right, by presenting a new mechanism. I mean, another new mechanism, or demonstrate a unique way that your product delivers its benefits, so that you can move from beyond mere features to deeper benefits, or you can talk about completely new approaches. Okay, so let's look at an example of how you can craft your marketing strategy. But first of all, let's talk about the marketing strategy itself. So for this fourth level of sophistication, you want to introduce a new mechanism or a unique approach. So we had mechanisms talked about in the third level, but you want to introduce an even newer mechanism, okay, that makes sense, that the people can resonate with, and that is believable. People have to believe the mechanism, okay, and then you focus on talking about advanced benefits, right? Where you talk about the benefit of a benefit. So instead of saying, this Michelin tires are very good, they'll last, they're durable and reliable, right? Those are good benefits. It's reliable, it's durable. But you can even go to deeper benefits by saying, so that you can have peace of mind knowing that your kids are safe in your car, right? So that's a deeper benefit. That goes beyond just the benefits of the features, but the benefit of the benefit, what it means to them on the on the long run, right? And you also want to employ creative messaging. You want to use innovative and creative marketing strategies to capture attention, right? because attention is everything at this level. Everyone has heard the message. They are tired of you. They're tired of your competitors, and they don't want to hear it anymore. For example, if you talk about weight loss, they've had all sorts of claims from pills to diets to exercise styles, you know, different workout methods and stuff like that, and they are tired, right? So you need to use innovative and creative marketing strategies to capture attention. So here's an example for this fourth level, right? So imagine that you are promoting a skincare product, right? That helps people get rid of, lines and wrinkles and things like that. These are this kind of market is really saturated. I mean, it's a highly sophisticated market, not as high as level five, but it's very high. There are a lot of skincare products and mechanisms and all that. So, but at this level, you want to this like a sample ad of what you could say, right? You could say experience the future of skincare with our micro encapsulation technology, right? The person's like, okay, what's that, and maybe how can it help us? How can it help me? So it goes for us to say our anti-aging serum penetrates deeper layers of your skin, delivering powerful ingredients exactly where they are needed. Say goodbye to fine lines and hello to youthful, radiant skin. Now, you see that this ad introduces a new mechanism, something that is new, right? And it explains how it does it. It says it penetrates deeper layers of your skin. It's able to distribute our ingredients, our special mixtures exactly where they're needed, and that will help you get the results that you're looking for at the end. Okay, so of course, this is just an example. We're going to really go deep into talking about, creating ads and all that. But I just want you to understand that this is the kind of language, the kind of, techniques you want to be employing at the fourth level of sophistication. So we have the fifth level, which is market saturation. Now, the market's highly sophisticated and skeptical, right? People, when you just say, make money online, oh, again scam, that's why you see those kind of comments, because you're you're promoting to a very highly sophisticated market, right? And they're so skeptical, right? Consumers have seen numerous products, they've seen dozens of hundreds of marketing messages, so the marketing message needs to be highly sophisticated for that market. You often need to focus on the product's ultimate benefit, or you have to, come up with a completely new concept that addresses the market's skepticism, and you want to create a compelling narrative that resonates on a deeper emotional, or psychological level. So, what is the marketing strategy for this level of market sophistication? So, the first one is the ultimate benefit. So, you want to focus on the product's ultimate benefit, or the ultimate transformative impact of that product, right? What is the end game? What is the end goal? People don't want to make money, they want to make money for something, right? Is it to live in a better place? Is it to take better care of your family? Is it to never have to worry about money again? There is an ultimate benefit, and you need to focus on that. Is it to, leave your 9 to 5 that is stressing your life out, right? There's an ultimate benefit, and you have to focus on the ultimate benefits, or the kind of transformative impact that that product, delivers. And then you have to introduce new concepts or new ways of thinking and deliver the message indirectly. So I will explain this. The higher the sophistication level of a market, the more indirect your messaging needs to be. So if you pick a topic like copywriting, for instance, everyone has heard become a copywriter. This is how to sell your product, and tons of marketing messages. If you go now and put up an ad that says, "Hey, hello, I will teach you to become a good copywriter," or something, in that line, you're not going to do very well, because there are so many options and they've heard it all, right? You're not going to be moved. If someone comes up with a new product and says, okay, Facebook ads training, something like that, people are not going to be moved, right? Because they've had all sorts of messages. You have to come up with a new concept, with a new way of thinking. And you have to deliver the message indirectly. So the higher the sophistication level, the more indirect your messaging should be. What does it mean for a message to be indirect? You don't start with a sale. You don't talk about buying anything, right? You are teaching. For example, the sales page or the video that brought you into this product was an indirect message. Even though, of course, because I could, play with the. I'm more experienced, so I have an understanding of whether I should put a button above the fold or I should, hide it below. And I could test them, right? So if the market is sophisticated, they're like, oh, I've heard this before. You want to use an indirect approach where you educate them from something else that now builds into what you're selling, right? So I started off saying, oh, there's a bug on Facebook and it could be affecting you. Well, if you don't want to be affected, you need to, this is why the bug is happening and this is what you need to do to fix it. And, my course is going to show you exactly how to do it, right? So you want to be more indirect with a higher sophisticated market. That's if you're advertising to a market that has a higher level of sophistication. And then you also want to play with the emotional and psychological resonance. You want to create a compelling narrative that connects emotionally and psychologically with the audience. This is very important. The reason I'm stressing on this level five, level three, level four, level five, these are the markets you'll be playing in for most people who are listening to me right now. And I want to dwell here because level three, level four, level five, they different levels of sophistication, but kind of the techniques to attack these markets are kind of similar, right? And so you want to create a compelling narrative that connects with them emotionally, right? And psychologically before you attempt to sell anything to them. So let me give you an example. So I have a copywriting course, a very good one at that. In fact, I boasted at the time that it is the best copywriting course on the market, and that's because I've taken lots of different kinds of copywriting courses. I've seen several different kinds of courses and books, and it's I would say it's actually one of the best in the world. And I couldn't sell it directly; it wouldn't sell. Okay, so I used an indirect approach, and my indirect approach said something along the lines of, "This is the number one secret to selling thousands of anything," and it's positioned as a training, and it is so irresistible that people who watch the upsell videos are able to not buy it because it's an indirect approach. I talk about selling, thousands of anything, and you could also use the same techniques to sell millions of anything. And I build a case and then tell them, well, if you want to have this ability, in my years of experience, I've seen that it is all about the copy, what you say. And I begin to build on that and talk about my course and how my course is different and the kind of benefits that people can expect to enjoy when they take my program, right? And that was what helped me sell. There's another guy that I like so much. I think his name is George, and he doesn't use the word copywriting, but he's selling a copywriting training. He says it's copy thinking. And he is able to prove that it's copy thinking. But of course, I know it's copywriting, right? But he says it's copy thinking. So he has introduced a new way of thinking about his product. So even though the product is positioned in a saturated, market and niche, he's able to continue to sell. Other people do the same thing. Andrew Tate, Ty Lopez, they all position their copywriting courses, for different in a sophisticated market, and they position them differently just to make sure that they are able to sell, and sell a lot of copies, right? So that's the end of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.